like that. How do I grow my glutes without growing my quads? That's one of the biggest, most common questions that I get asked. So what I thought I'd do with you is take you through a workout with one of my in-person clients today, Donna, who is warming up in the background, who basically has the exact same goal of growing her glutes without growing her quads. She's an NPC bikini competitor, and based on judges' feedback that we've got from previous competitions, she really needs to kind of work on building up her glutes without kind of overworking her quads. She also has problems just feeling her quads too much during exercises as well. So come follow along with this workout. By the end of it, you're going to understand kind of the theory behind growing your glutes without kind of working your quads too much. You'll get some ideas of exercises and techniques that we use as well. Come follow along. What we're going to do as our first exercise is a prone lying hamstring curl. The reason why we're doing this first is that actually research shows us that if we pre-fatigue our hamstrings, we actually get a little bit more EMG, a little bit more muscle activation in our glutes. So by doing this first, before like your meat and potatoes lifts, so for us it's going to be an RDL next, a Romanian deadlift, we're actually going to be getting a little bit more activation on your glutes through doing that RDL. So we've just done like an easy, kind of easy-ish warm-up set of about 12 to 15 reps on the first one. We're going to go into a little bit more of a heavier set now, about a set of 10, and then basically all we're going to do is one really heavy working set, okay, to failure. So take it away. So we're just going to hit about 10 on this one. Again, just show me that you got it at the top. Just for that second. That's it, good. And then down, every single time, good. So again, really driving that pad into your butt right at the top. That's it, really hitting that short range. 2. You go a little bit quick on the way down if you want to. 3, good. 4, come on, raise them evenly. Better. 6, come on, you're losing 1. 6, 7, come on, 3 more. 1, come on, and again, let's go. Up. You're losing 1. Come on, I'm just going to give you a little bit of a hand on that one. Control them down. Give me 1 more. 1 more, Don. Let's go. No. Force that one out. There you go. Control, 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 control. And relax. Good.
Yeah, that's way weaker.
It is. We can see it. So as you can see, we've got one side. We know this anyway. We've got one side that's just a little bit weaker than the other. So that's why we tend to use this machine, because we can actually see those differences in strength, and I can kind of give it a little bit of a nudge. Which one do you prefer? We were having this debate the other day about monsters. The white. You can't be the white monster, can you?
You can't be the white.
It's just, no. Okay, so on this set, as I said, we're just doing 3 sets, and this is our top set, all right? So on this set, this is our heaviest working set. We're gonna hit about 8 to 10 reps with the exact same weight that we did in the last set, but then we're gonna use an intensity technique. We're gonna do some assisted concentric reps, i.e. some eccentric loading on these, where basically she's gonna go to failure, about 8 to 10 reps, and then I'm gonna give her some assistance on the way up, and she controls all the way down. So we're just taking it beyond failure just for this one set, okay? Let's go. So again, if you just have that 8 to 10 in mind, and then I'll start to kind of take over a little bit, I'll tell you. Good, all the way down. 1. Okay, let's pick up the pace just a little bit. 3. 4. Good, just working hard to keep it even though. 5. 6. 7. Good, come on, that right one's lagging a little bit. Let's get 2 more. 2 more by yourself. Good. 1 more by yourself. Okay, now I'm going to assist you on the way up. You control on the way down, I'll assist you. Let's go. Control, 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 control. Good. Just dominate the way down. Let's go. Come on. 2. Let's get 5. 2. 3. Control. 4. Control it. Come on, last one. All you. Control it, control it, control it. Well done. Nice one. Well done. Let's move on. Okay, so next movement we're going to go into our Romanian deadlifts. A little bit of context. This is a phase following along from more of like a foundational phase. So we've been working at RDLs for quite a while now. We know where we're at with them. We don't need to go so much into technique today. We know what kind of weight we're lifting with them. We know what we can get out of them. We've just come out of like a health phase of training, and we're going into more of a high intensity phase of training at the moment, and hence why today you're going to see more like intensity techniques, which, you know, we've already started with some eccentrics. This one I'll explain as we go along. So all we're doing now really is just building up the weight. With this, we're building up a weight where we basically go to one top set. That's basically just a technique that we're using at the moment, where we're just going up to one top set, one really heavy set, put as much effort as we can into that one set, and then we move on to the next one. That doesn't mean the other sets aren't effective. We're just building up with weight, one heavy set or one high intensity set, and then we move on. All right, so we've gone from 40 kgs to 50 kgs. We probably should be working up to around about 60 kgs today with Donna, based on what we know we're lifting at the moment. We'll get about 8 on this one. Okay, nice and strong. Don't take too big a step back. You don't need it. That's it. Okay, get comfortable with your feet. Shove your thighs, drive your hips through. Powerful. Boop. Good, nice one. Three, nice deep breath on the way down. Go on, really big. There you go. Cool. Let's go. Come on, let's get 3 more. Drive through. Good. 1. Hips, hips, hips. 2. One more. Hips, hips, hips. Good. Shuffle it in. Oh, we're going for another. Let's go. Yeah, nice. Well done. Okay. Let's treat that as our top set, right? Because that was a good set. We put a lot of effort into that one. Okay.
You're not going to go higher than this.
No, we're not going to get higher. So just because of what we've seen there, we're going to treat that as our top set, because we know that max, we might have had a 1 rep maybe in the tank, but it probably would have fallen apart, okay? So top set, last set, we'll move on. Okay. 20 on each side. Kind of scoop technique, remember? That's it too. Yeah, good, okay. Going to be moving on to a hip thrust. Now with Donna, we do find that the machine, like a glute drive machine, tends to just be a little bit more comfortable. She can feel it a lot more in her glutes versus with a barbell. So my advice generally with this is to go with whichever variation, whether it be a free barbell, whether it be like a glute drive machine, or like the hammer strength version here, or a Smith machine hip thrust that allows you to feel it in your glutes, in that targeted area. We've already done 1 warm-up set. This will be our second set. It's relatively heavy at the moment. And then we're going to do 1 really heavy set, or 1 high intensity set, which will be like an intensity technique, which we will go through in just a minute. So let's get this set out the way with. So we're probably going with about 2 reps in reserve at the moment. So we're going for about 10 reps, but she could probably get about 12 with this one at the moment. Yeah? Okay, let's go. All right, so remember we're going with that scoop technique, okay? Chin down at the top. 1, that's it. And really just focus on where you're trying to get it. 2. Scoop up. Pull your pelvis up towards your rib cage. 3. Good. 5. 6. 7. That's good. 9. Really get that squeeze. 1 more. Yeah, well done. Good. Nice. And just relax for a minute. So one thing I do want to note about hip thrusts, big fan of them, mainly because, so at the moment, again, just to give you a bit of context, we're training lower body 3 days a week. If we were going to squat 3 days a week, if we were going to deadlift 3 days a week, our back, our knees, you know, the rest of our body is going to be pretty screwed up, okay? We're not going to be recovering as fast, we're going to be a little bit sore, joints might feel a little bit niggly. Hip thrusts, we can do 3 days a week, 4 days a week if we really wanted to. So they play a really important part in kind of having that well-rounded program. We're going to do our final set. So this is our top set. So just another side note, we're doing 1 top set, okay? This doesn't mean to say you just need to be doing 1 top set or something. This is just our approach right now. You can do 3 top sets, 4 top sets if you want to. We're doing 1 top set, but we're going to use an intensity technique called isometronics. So Donna, what we're going to do on this one, we're going to start out with 10 full reps, exactly as you've done before. We're then going to hold at the top for 10 seconds if we can, and then we're going to do 10 partials at the bottom, okay? All right, so 10 normal reps to start off with as our last set. 1, exact the same weight we're using for this one. 2, 3, 4, good. 6, I don't mind this set being a little bit quicker either. 7. 9, on this next one, you're gonna try and hold at the top. Hold, hold, hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, squeeze, 4, 3, 2, 1. Partials at the bottom, right at the bottom, go. Partial. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. Well done. Good job. Let's move on. So what I am doing is reverse banding this leg press. So the leg press is our next exercise. We tend to find with Donna that reverse banding it, she can get a lot more range of motion. Most of that is obviously because the band starts to kind of unload you. As the band stretches, the band unloads you towards the bottom of the movement. So when she's getting that deep range of motion where your glutes are working hardest in a leg press, then she's actually able to get within that range of motion, okay, by using that reverse band method. If we don't do it with the bands, she can't get anywhere near that range of motion, all right? So this really just helps from more of a comfort perspective, as well as just actually hitting that range of motion that we want to be hitting, okay? There are different ways you can set up bands. If I'm being honest, I'm not a big fan of this style of leg press. It's pretty hard to set up that reverse band method. So this is the most comfortable way I've kind of found it. All I've done is I've kind of looped it around the back. I put it over the top, get a little bit of tension in it, and then I just throw it over the peg here, okay? And then obviously as it goes down, it unloads it a little bit more. I am using at the moment a purple band and a green band. We know how much we're using based on previous lifts. You know, we know how much we're lifting at the moment. We know what we're comfortable with. I tend to say go by feel as far as the bands are concerned and what you're using. If you're going to use some science, we tend to want about 20 to 30% of the total load that you're using to unload at the bottom with the stretch of the band, okay? But you know, most of us aren't going to know that number. So just go by feeling with the bands. So what we're doing with the leg press is using just a slightly higher and wider stance relative to Donna. So whereas you'll be working your quads a little bit more if you're going to place down here, for example, we're just slightly higher and wider just to get a little bit more glutes and hamstrings emphasis with this one as well. As I mentioned before as well, we get a little bit more range of motion just by using this setup as well. So we're just going to do an easy set of 12, okay? We know we're going to be working up to about 170 kilos-ish today. So this will just be a comfortable set just to kind of feed into those harder sets, all right? So let's go. All right, so nice deep range of motion, pulling those knees out as you get to the bottom. Good, 1. 6, good, let's just get another 6. 2 more. 1 more. Good, lock it off.
She's like, I can be a time waster. Yeah, no one tells me I am.
So next set is basically a rest pause. Now we've done rest pauses before. We'll increase the weight. We'll go for 170 on this one, okay? We're gonna do 8 reps with 170. We're then gonna rack it. We'll take about 3 breaths, okay? It'll be about 20 seconds, all right? We unrack it, we go again, as many reps as we can. It might be 3-ish. We rack it, take 3 breaths, we go again. It might be 1, might be 2, might be 3, okay? So basically it might look something like 8, 3 or 4, 1, 2, something like that, okay? And that'll be 1 set. And that'll be our final set, unless you want an extra set and more pain, all right? Okay, no laughing, let's go. Okay, 8 reps, all right? Yeah, look, yeah. Okay, nice and deep for 8, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7. Okay, lock it, nice, easy. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's set. Ready? Let's go. 1. Come on, let's go. 2, 3. Come on, get 5. 4, and again. Push. Yep. Lock. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And sets, let's go. Come on, let's get 3. Come on, last set. Go. 1, 2, all you, let's go. Come on. And an extra, and an extra, and an extra. Let's go, you can do it. Push, push, push. Yes. Well done. Nice work, have a minute. Last exercise that we're going to be using is a seated hip abduction machine. We're going to be doing a mechanical drop set on this, where basically we start all the way laying back, which we can do on this Cybex version. We can lay all the way back. And then once you've achieved failure, we're going to sit upright and then we're going to lean forwards. So we're kind of changing leverage factors to the hardest position first, or your weakest position first, going to a slightly stronger position to an even stronger position. So powerful intensity technique, mechanical drop set. So we'll give this first set a go. All right, we're going to start out with, as I said, just lying backwards. We'll hit about 10 reps-ish on this one. So nice and strict, making sure you're coming all the way back towards the middle. So this one here, we're working kind of more into those upper glute fibers. And especially if you're trying to isolate and work your glutes without your quads overtaking, we need exercises like this. 4, 5, try and come all the way to the middle, get that full stretch. There you go. Let's get 3 more. 1, 2. Good, okay, shifting to fully upright, right? So we want that torso completely vertical, nice and proud, nice and tall. Let's go, 1, all the way to the middle, get the full stretch, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, keep it strict, 8, 9. Okay, to our strongest position so we can wean out a few extra reps, leaning forwards. So some people like to hold on to the machine like Donna is. 2, 3, so we're going to failure on this one. 4, 5, all the way to the middle. 6, 7, go on. Keep going, keep going. 9, come on, keep going. 10, keep going. 12, let's get 15. 12, 30, 14, big squeeze, and relax. Relax on that one. We'll go a little bit heavier on the next set, okay? We'll push that a little bit more. As you can see, Donna is actually significantly stronger in that forward leaning position versus the first one. So whereas you might, for example, if you try this, might be getting 10, 8, 6, something like that. She's kind of going 10 to 12 she could probably get, and then she's able probably on that one, if we pushed it, to go 20 reps if we really wanted to, okay? So we're gonna go a little bit heavier on the next set. Let's do that. So some of you might think that the training session that we're doing today is pretty short, low volume. That's because it is at the moment. We're not kind of really trashing a lot of volume, right? We're just coming out of a health phase. We're kind of into like a bodybuilding-esque phase. We're trying to build up her glutes, but we're gradually ramping up the volume, okay? So this week for us is just about 1 set to failure, but we're gonna kind of throw in an intensity technique within that 1 set to failure, within a lot of things that we do as well. Next week, it might be 2 really, really hard sets, or 2 sets where we're using an intensity technique, but kind of gradually building things up over this, at the moment, 4 to 5 week phase, all right? Okay, upright. Giving me more. Are we making it too easy for you at the moment? Okay, nice and upright. 1. This one's the hard position for you. 3, 4, 5, 6, come on. 7, 11, yeah, because we can't do uneven numbers. Leaning forwards, really try and get that sensation in your glutes, especially the upper area, every rep, all the way back towards the middle. 1, 2, come on, working hard, let's go. 3, 4, 5, 1, come on. 2, last one. Yeah, well done, nice. That's what a top set should look like. So we've just finished our workout. Hopefully you've got some ideas from that. Hopefully you've got some ideas as to the types of exercises that you might use if you are trying to target your glutes without targeting or growing your quads too much, and kind of the format of training that we've used with it today. Obviously everything's context dependent, and today's workout was very much based around Donna and what we know about her and what we know works best for her. But anyway, Donna, how do you feel today's training session went? And give me some kind of feedback as to how you think kind of training's been going so far?
Yeah, sure. So first, when I came to you, my huge problem was not feeling isolation in the glutes area. I was doing a lot of compounds, and that gave me the kind of chicken leg that is the office shape.
Yeah.
I wanted to get out from that condition, and we started working with isolation with these kind of exercises, and it's been great. Finally, I feel my glutes.
Good.
My shape is changing,
Yeah.
and we'll keep going to see where we get.
Absolutely, your shape's definitely been changing, and it's sometimes good to hear. Although soreness isn't always like the best indicator, it's not the be all and end all. When you come back to me the day after a session or a few days after a previous session, you're like, you know, I felt it in my glutes this morning.
Exactly.
You know, I feel some soreness. That's always a nice, you know, a nice way to know.
I felt the muscle that I didn't know to have.
Yeah.
That
Good.
was the sentence.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for joining us today, and remember to subscribe to the YouTube so you don't miss any future content.